You know, we've spent a lot of time this semester learning what a thematic structure is. And I feel like that's one of the areas where students get completely lost. And I understand why. And it is because when you are presented with something to read and study, the tendency to go to Spark Notes or something else and say, what is the theme of this? And Spark Notes or some other resource comes back with these broad general themes: family, relationships, self-esteem. Those are big thematic contexts, but we've worked this semester in learning how to focus that theme. Now for this essay, and this is the only scholarly essay you'll be writing this semester, and I want you to have a good time doing it. And I want to remind you that I'm there every step of the way. I'm writing this assignment right along with you, and I'm videotaping myself doing it. And so together we're going to write this essay. Before we get started, before we even look at it, I want to talk to you about the AI situation. If you have AI write this essay for you, it is so painfully obvious I can't begin to tell you. I know what these things look like. I know what they are. And if I have to mark something with an AI flag, then you will have every opportunity to meet with me on a Zoom meeting and explain to me why that flag was wrong. If that flag was correct, that gets followed through with notifications to campus. So I want you to do this on your own. It's fun. It is so rewarding, and you feel so brilliant when you've done it. So that's all I'm going to say on that. Let's take a look at this project together. I know this is a big essay project, and I've allowed plenty of time to work on this so that you have enough time that you don't feel rushed and you can enjoy the selection that you've made. As you can see, this project is split up into units. Unit 1, where you're going to select your collection and you're going to read one, and you're just going to do a little discussion board here. Unit 2 is where you're going to work on the outline and the works cited for this particular week. And then the final Unit 3, the third week, is where you will complete the essay. And again, through each one of these pages, you will find tutorials that show you how to do the process. So let's start by looking over the first overview page for this project. This page covers all of the 3 units in the project. So you have an overview there that you can review in your own time. Again, on each one of these specific unit pages, you will find tutorials from me to guide you through the process. Now I've explored the overview of the entire project, and now I'm going to look at the specifics for Unit 1. Next, it's time to find and lock your collection. Let's look at this together. A collection is a group of 3 titles or more by the same author. What I think is the best way to make your selection is to look at the synopsis and see which one of these stories appeal to you. I'm going to be using the example of Mark Twain, who wrote Tom Sawyer, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and Tom Sawyer Abroad, as well as lots of other titles. But if you'll look here and see what appeals to you, then you will be able to locate 3 books from that author. Our library is absolutely fantastic, and when you make your selection, you can contact the library and discuss. You have this whole week to find your collection, to read the first book in the series, and then complete your discussion board. Now I went ahead and added a couple of Mark Twain additional titles. I've written Tom Sawyer, Huck Finn, and Jim, and so you will not be able to use that topic, but I want you to be able to use Mark Twain if you're interested in Americana. This is a link to get to the library. You also have that link in the course, but if you need help with the library, and they love helping students. Once you do that, you click Lock Your Collection here. Let me show you how. I clicked on that link, and this is where I'm going to lock my collection. There's only one per student, and so we can't repeat that, but you are in a group of 5 to 7 people, so you should be able to find something unique for you. I'm going to click Reply. That gives me this little text box, and I'm going ahead and lock my title. Okay, I've written out my titles, but oops, I need to punctuate the titles. So I need to click the italics and punctuate the titles. And then I click Reply, and I have now locked my title. And when you have done that, you will see I will grade that in your grade center, and that grade counts as your approval. You'll then discuss your project collection and respond to the other members of your Cyber Cafe group. And that's it for Unit 1. As soon as you move on to the next unit, Unit 2, you will find a tutorial there that will guide you through the next step of the process.